We have arrived at the last agreement from the book, The 4 Agreements. If you haven't watched the previous videos yet, I highly recommend you to watch the first 3 videos before you continue with this one, because this 4th agreement is the agreement that drives the other 3. So the agreements we've talked about are 1. Be impeccable with your word, 2. Don't take things personally, and 3. Don't make assumptions. But of course, you will never be able to keep up to these agreements at all times. There will be days that you offend people with your word, there will be days you take critique from someone personally, and there will be days you make assumptions of what someone is thinking. It's okay, because nobody is perfect in this world, but the key is to always do and be your best. The thing is, you can always do your best. Doing your best can change from moment to another based on circumstances and your mood. It is relative to the present moment. When you wake up and you're full of energy, your best will be better than when it was late and you're tired. But even though your best in the evening wasn't as good as in the morning, what matters is that you've done your best on that specific moment. As you build the habits of the 4 agreements, your best will become better than it used to be. Your best will change over time. If you enjoy what you're doing your best doesn't really feel like work. Most people don't do their best because they do something because they expect a reward, and they don't really enjoy the actions in the process. All they can think of is when they get the reward, making their work feel more frustrating than ever. And when they do get the reward, they are still not happy. They've worked so hard and hating the actions they were taking, and when they receive the reward, they're still miserable. So the first thing most people do after they get their reward is to escape the miserable feeling. For example, they get drunk. They get drunk because they don't really like who they are. In contrast, doing your best is taking action because you love the action, not because you're expecting a reward. You will know you are doing your best when you are enjoying the action or doing it in a way that would not have a negative result on you. Don't do more or less than your best. We don't need to know or prove anything. Just to be, to take a risk and enjoy life is all that matters. Say no when you want to say no and say yes when you want to say yes. You can only be you when you do your best. When you do less than your best, you are denying yourself the right to be you. Likewise, if you try too hard, you will stop enjoying what you're doing. You are not being you, so it will have negative consequences. If you always do your best over and over again, you will become a master of transformation. Practice makes the master. By doing your best, you will eventually become a master. Do you know someone who rarely does their best? If you think this video can be beneficial to someone you know, don't hesitate to share this video with them. If what you listened to was something that piqued your interest and you want to learn everything about the other agreements aside from just doing your best, then I highly recommend you to check out the book The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. I'll post a link down in the description below so you have to check it out. In order to improve yourself every single day, it is very important to expose yourself to high quality information that you can get from books. But with so many distractions nowadays like social media, Netflix, and video games, it requires a lot of willpower and focus to actually grab a book and read it. If you're one of these people, I highly recommend you to start listening to audiobooks. With the audible.com mobile app, you can plug in earphones and expose yourself to books while doing day-to-day things such as chores, walking, traveling, working out, or even playing video games. We at Self Improvement have teamed up with Audible to bring you a special offer to try Audible. Click on the link in the description down below and sign up for a free trial and get your first 2 audiobooks for free. If you end up disliking the service, you can cancel it at any time and the books are yours to keep.